Gloomy looking physics-based platformers are not a new genre, but it's one that I really enjoy playing. And there's a brand new one called Feist out on the PlayStation 4. But is this one going to quench that hunger for a great platformer, or is it worse than getting eaten by a giant monster? Feist is a very dark platformer that uses its scenery quite well. It has a great look to it that will be very reminiscent to those who enjoy the likes of Limbo. In Feist, you're playing as a fuzzy animal-like creature that ends up escaping the clutches of some evil trolls that were going to eat you and other members of your race. You then are set off on an adventure through many levels, platforming and watching out for killer bugs and other things that can stop you immediately in your tracks. Similar not only in appearance to Limbo, but also in its gameplay styling of having a lot of instant death. These creatures and giant trolls are out to kill your furry creature, and you have to use your wits and puzzle solving in order to keep going, platforming and outwit the other creatures in order to prevent them from being able to get you. Along with having to run and jump, you'll have to pick up pine cones and rocks, launch them at enemies in order to take them out, or build up piles of them in order to get up to higher platformers and to get away from whatever's trying to fight you. You may have to quickly run back after running into a creature and duck under something in order to activate a trap, which will instantly take out the monster that was in your pursuit. The game has some absolutely intense moments from time to time, and you're going to be on the edge of your seat as you're trying to escape or outrun things that are trying to kill you. One of my favorite things to do in the game is you have flies that shoot out their stingers that can damage you pretty good, but if you're able to grab a hold of them, you can actually use their stingers against other enemies in order to keep them at bay. The game is broken up into 10 or so levels, and unfortunately there's not as much variety to the backgrounds and overall level designs as I wish there was. There are moments, especially as you get farther in, that do change things up, get more difficult and the like, but overall things look and feel the same for large portions of the game. Feist is no walk in the park. There are plenty of times where I died a few times before even figuring out what I needed to do in order to get past the next monster or next platforming segment, but then once I was able to figure it out, I was usually able to execute my plan and get by. This isn't the hardest game that's in this kind of genre, but it will put up a bit of a fight for those who like these sort of games. From the technical side of things, the game ran smoothly. I didn't run into any major glitches or crashing of any sort. Feist is available on the PlayStation 4 for $9.99. It does feature a full trophy list and a platinum. A lot of the game's trophies feature around beating each level quickly and beating each level without dying, so this is not necessarily the easiest trophy list out there. But as I'm playing through, I'm still not positive on how difficult this will end up ranking up in the end. But if you're not into no-deathing or into speedrunning, this may not be a trophy list you're going to want to go after. In the end, I enjoyed Feist. I think it has some fun platforming moments. It's not necessarily the longest platformer out there, but I don't think its price point is asking too much for its atmosphere and the overall gameplay I got out of the experience. With everything said, I'm going to be giving Feist a 7 out of 10. But anyway guys, that's going to wrap up this review. I'd like to thank you for watching, and of course I hope you enjoyed.